Hello everyone, how's it going? It's Kay. So this is the 23rd of January 2021 on Saturday. So I hope you're having a great weekend today. So usually every Saturdays I talk about some psychology or money management strategies because the market is closed anyways. And tomorrow on Sundays I do the live stream on the weekly Forex forecast. And usually on Saturdays, I record a video and upload on this YouTube channel. But today, I decided to do the live stream instead of recording a video because I wanted to discuss with you on this live stream with the chat. So yeah, for those who are new to my channel, my name is Kei, and I am a Japanese Forex full-time trader here in Tokyo, Japan. And every day, I talk about different topics, so I hope you enjoy today's live stream as well. So before starting quickly, the disclaimer is that this information is based on my own experience and knowledge, so when you take trades, please do within risk. So today's title is the correct mindset, the words you should not use. So there are certain words that you should use, and there are certain words that you should not use to become a profitable trader. So that will be the topic for today. Because I was looking at some websites and videos. I was searching Forex. Usually I don't watch these, but today, out of my curiosity, I just checked these videos and websites, and I found some words that you should not use if you want to become a profitable and stable trader. So that's why I wanted to talk about this topic, and in this way I think you will know how I perceive the job as a trader. So let's start. So right, thank you for joining everyone. I see lots of traders today. Alright, Tam, Kayon, Arania, Beast, and H. Bashart, Asif, Jagdish, and Anito, Golam, Penzar, Roy, Alexander, Mikidomo. Thank you for joining everyone. Great to see you here. Alright, Genesans, Alpar, Faya, Kwan, and Enk, Griffins, James, and G. Brown. Lagalag, thank you for joining. So the words, right? Of course, it's not like F words, right? Because this is a Forex channel, so the words are basically like Forex or trading related words that I think you should not use. So let's see. I just picked up some words on this PowerPoint, so let's start on this one. So I think these are like typical words that you should avoid using. Like so the first word that I think you should avoid using is predict, because the market is uncontrollable, right? You have no control over the market, so I think you better not use the word predict because nothing is predictable in this market. So usually when I talk about these like mental mindset strategies, I refer to car or bicycle. So if you drive cars or bicycles, you can imagine that you can control the car, right? The speed you can control whether you put the brake or you park, you go back, right? You forward, you can control all these. You turn right, left, go straight, you can control. But the things you cannot control is the cars around you, right? And that's why you wanna have a seatbelt. So it's like the trading, or it's like the market. So for example, here we have the pound yen, and this is, oops, hold on, and let's check the daily chart and see what's happening. Of course, it's always better to refer to the real charts. So here we see pound yen looking uptrending on the bigger scope on this daily chart. Right now we see Kumo up and Kijun Sen is flat, but Tenkan Sen is above the Kijun Sen and the Chikou span above the candles. So this is a Chikou span, and this is called Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen, right? Tenkan Sen above the Kijun Sen, meaning bullish momentum, and also Kumo Senko span B is uptrending, and the Senko span A I think is gradually moving up this way. So overall structure, as per Ichimoku 5 lines, this is bullish. But as you may already know, we cannot know 100% whether the market's gonna go up or not. I mean, it might be resisted here. It might be resisted and goes backwards too, right? It might goes backwards to Kijun Sen or to the Kumo, or it might break the Kumo downwards and continue to go down this way. So we never know how it works. I mean, we never know where it goes next week. But one thing for sure is that this is bullish momentum, and that's what we can see here. So in this condition, we better create the scenario to buy, right? We never look for the sell chance here. Unless you see double top here, you don't want to sell. Right now, this is not double top yet. This is more of the P wave, ascending P wave, where the highs remain the same level and the low gets higher this way. And potentially, I think it's going to break upwards over here. But of course, nothing's predictable. So, and I've seen, these, some traders or like these videos that tells like you can predict where it's going by using these indicators and that tools and strategies. And I think these are the words that you should avoid, or these are the mindset that you should avoid using. Predict, because after all, nothing is predictable 100%. So what's more important is that risk management. Of course, the direction is important. If you use Ichimoku here, at a glance, it's obvious that it's uptrending. So I expect the market goes up this way. So that means I look for the buy chance to expect the breakout, or after the breakout, at the retest, I look for the buy chance. That will be more conservative or more like safer way to buy. But even if I buy here, there might be double top and the market goes downwards afterwards, which we never know. So whether I buy here right now on this ascending P wave or I buy after the breakout, it doesn't really matter to me. But what matters most is the risk management. So whether you take risk per trade is less than 2% is important, because that's something you can control. And where to buy exactly, you can control. You can press the buy button, which you can control, and you can control the stop loss. Where to put the stop loss, you can control. So, but better not to predict, in my opinion, is one of the words that I wanted to pick up. Alright, I don't use the word hope. Yeah, hope is another not good word, I would say. Yeah, because words, language is related to your mindset. What kind of languages you use, it actually reflects your mindset and personality, and also your own way to perceive the market. So, well, actually, I was looking for the Holy Grail, and I was trying to predict which way it's going, and sometimes it was right and sometimes it was wrong. Of course, this is more of like 50-50 chance whether the market goes up or down. So sometimes I win, sometimes I lose by trying to predict the future. But at some point, that's not the truth, and that's why I wanted to pick up this word first. Let me check some comments, because I think it's an interesting topic to talk about, like this mindset strategy. Aston, thank you for joining. Ryder, alright, great to see you. Yeah, my Saturday is going well. I hope your Saturday is going well too. Towards the weekend. In Tokyo, it's snowing. It's the first snowing in the year So I'm kind of excited. It's cold, but I like snow for some reason. So yeah, that's actually something that I miss when I moved to Dubai. Is the snow. Anyways, yeah, Master, thank you for joining. Serial, good to see you. Eagle. Words not to use, I know. Okay, I know something. I know, yeah, strategy or the direction. All right, DTI, good to see you. Forbidden words as trader for me are hope, belief, maybe, go there. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, you can be confident, but you don't want to believe anything in the market, is my opinion. So I will check charts as I talk today, because I don't want to keep talking. We're gonna switch back and forth between the words and the charts. Muhammad, thank you for joining. Great to see you. Senko span B is going up. Does that mean it's gonna go twist? Yeah, it could be. That's true. So Senko span B goes upwards, and the Senko span A remains flat. Or when the market retraces backwards, then the Senko span A also retraces backwards, and that will make the Kumo twist and bearish move. Yeah. So relating to that word, the next one I want to pick up is it's gonna go down or up. Is another word that you should avoid using it. Well, actually, this is word sometimes I use, or the phrase sometimes I use. I think it's gonna go up. I think it's gonna go down. I say, but you shouldn't say this in the confident like level, like a high confidence level. You don't want to say this. So when it comes to like forex trades or any trading, because this is not controllable, this is not like for example like a university study. It's completely different, because when you study for something, when you study like history or mathematics or any sort of like studies here, if you study something, then that means you actually expect the outcome after the result of the study, right? So to get the higher score, you study, and you can actually check the answers. But here you cannot check answer because there's no answer. So I think that's a huge difference between the way you study forex and the way you study in general. Anyways, I'm trying to put this into words here, and that's why I decided to do the live stream and enjoy the comments here on the chat. Thank you for joining, everyone, and thank you for engaging the chat. I really appreciate, so that we can learn with each other. Remember there are two possible scenarios: goes up or down. Is simple. Yep, that's true. So if it goes up, then what's gonna do? What you're gonna do? And when it goes down, then what's gonna do? Right? You have to create two scenarios always. Nova Sinclair Tanapo, thank you for joining. A great mindset is like this: you never lose, only have knowledge. Yep, that's true. Watching from Thailand, thank you for joining, always. Alright, Fabio, thank you for joining too. Pound JPY, Senko span B is up, but the Kumo becomes thinner in the day. What does it mean that? So Kumo becoming thinner here, meaning the market might retrace. I mean, it's losing thickness of the Kumo here. So that means it might go backwards here. Especially when you see Senko span B is up, but this Senko span A, I think is slightly moving up, or is almost like flat, I believe. And the Kijun Sen is, I think, the line you should watch right now. And Kijun Sen is completely flat right now. So in this condition, you have to also expect the bounce and goes backwards this way. But if the Kijun Sen is going up at the moment, then we can still be positive for the market to go up this way. So I will focus Kijun Sen in this case than the Kumo itself. Hello Blackwater, thank you for joining. Great to see you here again. That means the trend is a little weaker. Yeah, it's retracing backwards. Yeah, I mean it's a range. It's in a range. But overall price action is uptrending in the P wave, ascending P wave. Yep. Hello, Mr. Fernandez. Thank you for joining. Great to see you here. Mark Douglas mindset is just like that. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Yep. So let's move on to the next words, the next two words. So this is related to the strategy that I think you should avoid using these words. So the first one is the best strategy. Like I've seen the words like or the phrases like the best strategy in the world is Ichimoku. The best strategy in the world is like the moving average cross or RSI MACD. Or the strategy that works, right? Strategy that works. This is also two words that I think right now that you should avoid using, or you should avoid thinking in your head, because if you keep looking for the best strategy, then you will never find it. So I use Ichimoku for the last 5 years, and my strategy, well actually this is called KTS. KTS is my own strategy. I look at the chart in multiple time frames, and I take trades by lower time frames, 5 or 15 minute chart, and the stop loss risk management, when exactly to move the stop to break even, and how I trade the profit is overall is my own strategy called KTS. And I use Ichimoku, but I don't say Ichimoku is the best strategy in the world. I mean, this is basically the interpretation of the price action of the candlestick. So it actually gives us another like perspective to the market. So you can add as many indicators as possible, or you can use any indicators in the world, but make sure that these indicators are actually giving you another perspective to the market. But you cannot really take trades, and you cannot really trust on any of these strategies or the indicators. So the way I think about the strategy or indicator is that I combine the indicators, and I look at multiple time frames because each time frame shows different trend, different situations. So for example here, in this daily chart, it's range. I mean the Kumo is Senko span A flat or more of uptrending, but the Kijun Sen is flat. Right, Kijun Sen is flat. So in a daily chart, I would say that this is consolidating, and this is not confirmed uptrend, not yet. So I look at the 4-hour chart. I look at the 4, and in 4 we see something different here. In 4-hour chart, we see the glimpse of the potential uptrend or breakout this way, because the Senko span A is up and the Kijun Sen is also up, and Chikou span is still in the range. So in this Chikou span we can really trust because it broke like sideways here, but I see the Kumo Senko span A up and the Kijun Sen is upwards. So next Monday I expect the market breaks upwards this way. So but if you look at the daily chart, once again the Kijun Sen is flat, the green one Kijun Sen is flat, so that means it might go backwards this way. So what should we do? So what should we do is that what I do is I look at the 4-hour chart, and I take the 4 to capture the potential breakout this way. And I don't look at the daily chart in this case. In forward chart also we see the ascending P wave, so it can break upwards. But I don't look at the daily chart. And what that means also is that I keep looking at the 4 because I can see the potential breakout than the daily chart, but when the Kumo goes flat and Kijun Sen start to go flat, then I stop looking for buy. So that means when the market has been resisted at the high, at the recent high like this, when the market resisted here below the previous high, then keeps consolidating like this way, then that will make the Kumo flat and also the Kijun Sen flat this way. So by looking at this price action, we know that this is range, but Ichimoku lines actually gives you like additional confirmation as to whether the market potentially breaks up or not. So that's how I perceive the market by Ichimoku lines, but it doesn't mean I trust Ichimoku, right? I trust nothing in the market. I only do what I can do, but I take the time frame, or I take the Ichimoku that's been giving the different perspective to market to me. And I am a trend follower, and I am day to swing trader, and that's why my main focus are the daily chart or the forward chart. So if you're in a scalp, of course you can look at the 15 or 5 minute chart to take trades and get like 20-30 pips in a day. That should be the job for you. But for me, like a day to swing trader, I'm looking for 100 pips or 200 pips in a couple of days or weeks. And that is my strategy. And everything starts from this Ichimoku, and which time frame, I mean daily chart or forward chart, which time frame tells me the message for the potential breakout in this case. And in this condition, I take the forward chart because I see the Kijun Sen up and Kumo up and see potential breakout this way. But once they go flat, then I will stop looking for the buy, because most likely, well, for sure, it's gonna consolidate over here. I hope that means. I hope that makes sense to you. All right, let's see. Thanks for this lecture, very helpful. All right, you're welcome. I hope you get the idea here. And I'm still trying to put this into words, so yeah, I apologize if it doesn't make sense to you. Can we use Kumo for support resistance lines? Yeah, sometimes Kumo works as support resistance, but sometimes it's broken like this way. So yeah, not always. So let's see, you don't control the market, only get chances. Yeah, that's true. Sekhar, thank you for joining. Amar, good to see you again. Is Ichi shows a good entry point in the daily chart, and only analyzing daily chart can we see good signals to swing trade? In my opinion, no. I look at the multiple time frames like this and get exact edge. So I don't take trades in a single time frame by using Ichimoku. So yeah, that was the second topic that I wanted to talk about in terms of the strategy. A healthy mindset is very important. Yep, for sure, for sure. If you're frustrated, or if you have a busy mindset, then you don't want to look at the charts. Yeah, sometimes before I look at the chart, or even sometimes before I do this live stream, I meditate and calm myself down and do the live stream so that I can centralize myself. Yeah, especially when I have a busy day or long day, I just close my eyes for 5 minutes and just calm myself down and do the live stream or look at the charts. And I think that's a way of profession. So yeah, next week I expect the market breaks upwards, which I will talk about tomorrow. I will cover all these forex pairs tomorrow and give you the weekly analysis. It's not about the best strategy, it's about pattern recognition and learn your tools. Yeah, that's true, yeah. If you don't know how to use the tools, then you cannot really articulate it correctly. So once again everyone, usually on Saturdays I record video and upload, but today I decided to do the live stream instead because I wanted to talk about something interesting. The words you should avoid using in forex trades. So far I have covered these words not to use. Predict, and the market's gonna go down or up with confidence. You don't wanna use these words or phrase. And also the best strategy or strategy that works, I think you don't wanna use these. I think you have to kick out these words from your mindset. And I have 2 more words that I wanted to introduce today. Okay, after pandemic fears calmed and a lot of QE forex volatility kind of died, have you thought of trying your hand at crypto? Volatility is several times larger. No, I don't, because I'm not really confident, or I'm not really sure about the cryptocurrency, how it behaves. I haven't studied the cryptocurrencies so far because my profession is towards forex, especially major pairs. So I don't go for the cryptos for now. And instead of shifting to my trades to cryptos, recently I decided to take trades based on a 4-hour chart or 1-hour chart, so that I become a more of the intraday trader, because I don't see any trends on higher time frames. Like daily chart are all flat, ranging, like starting from like Euro USD, looking at these like some major pairs. Euro USD is flat, you see Kumo flat, Kijun-sen flat, Chikou span touching, and the major ones are like Euro Pound. Like Euro Pound is also flat the whole time. Like Kumo's moving down, but the Kijun pin bar here, so I see, so it's flat consolidating, no trend at the moment. And Pound Yen also, like I said before, in the daily chart, this is an ascending P wave. So in the long term, I expect breakout this way. But in the short term, like in a day or in a week, I'm not sure it's gonna happen next week, because the Kijun-sen is flat at the moment. So in that sense, there's no trend. Only the potential breakout, but no trend. And Pound USD also, this Kumo's up, but the Kijun-sen is flat because we had this, and I think I see engulfing pattern here. So I'm basically waiting for the breakout. Of this recent high at this 1.3747 area upwards over here. Upwards over here. Sorry. I think the PC is kind of freezing. Yeah, like this way. Or if I see uptrend in 4-hour chart, then I take it. But as for now, it's flat because the Kijun-sen itself is flat at the moment. So yeah, like this, almost all these pairs, daily chart are flat. So this is when I look at the 4-hour chart, or 1-hour chart, to confirm the trend direction by using Ichimoku 5 lines. And I don't go for other pairs or other markets. let's see. Every traders have their own strategies and works well for them. Yep. As long as it works for you, it's good to use. For sure. So it took me 5 years to come to this KTS strategy, or the way I look at the chart and take trades. It took me 5 years. And all these 5 years experience, I wanted to share with you. So I started this YouTube channel like 2 years ago, or 2.5 years ago I started, and that was as per request from other trader. I was using Facebook at that time, and as per request on the Facebook, I decided to create account on YouTube and share these knowledges. But at that time, this is a little bit of my story, how I created this YouTube channel. But yeah, I basically all my knowledge was in Japanese. Right, so Ichimoku strategies, Ichimoku knowledges are actually Japanese, and the way I look at the chart was all in Japanese. So first I had to study these technical terms, like these higher highs and higher lows, or like the ascending P wave. We don't say that in Japanese. And candlestick patterns, are like some special terms in English. So I gradually learned these terminologies, but trying to explain how I perceive the market. And afterwards, there was some requests to record to explain the Ichimoku, the essence. So that's why I uploaded the 5 videos of Ichimoku strategy, or Ichimoku Basic 5 lecture series, and I think most likely that brought you to my channel. And ever since I look at the market, I talk about the market by Ichimoku 5 lines mainly. And I have the Ichimoku community, and I see that the Gopin Leo has been just joined the Ichimoku community. So thank you and welcome to the Ichimoku community here. And in the Ichimoku community, I further lecture, wrote 3 books, and now I have lots of people, more than 200 members on the Ichimoku membership. And then I started to do this hands-on teaching up to 5 members, 3 months GTS, Global Trading School. But all these were actually I wanted to share because I wanted to share my strategy, everything. Everything I learned, I wanted to share for the last 5 years, so that it saves time for you to be profitable in the long run. And I enjoy a lot to do this, so that's why I keep on doing it for now. So yeah, that was a little bit of talk besides this topic today. But yeah, so this is like the talk session more of. So let's see. Yep, Kiyon, thank you for joining also. Good to see you. We humans love the illusions of being in control of anything, and that is one of the reasons why many of us becomes frustrated. Yep. We think we have control over something, right? For example, like when you drive a car, like I said earlier, when you drive a car, you can turn right, turn left, and go straight, put the brake and stop and go backwards. You can control, you can manage. So I think the truth is there are a few things that you can control, and at the same time there are a few things that you cannot control, and you have to distinguish between two. Otherwise you might get frustrated for this Forex move. Sometimes you feel it is unexpected, and it is unexpected because it's uncontrollable. So I think the real skill I think the real skill I have to have is the skill on what you can control. And hopefully you enjoy watching the chart from different perspectives like Ichimoku, by using Ichimoku or other charts, other indicators like this. But I think the rule should be you have to follow the trend direction. Can you look at the Euro Pound if there is a time, please? Yeah, Euro Pound is it's ranging on the daily chart. Well, it's going down, but the Kijun Sen is flat, so it might come back to the Kijun Sen. And there was a pin bar over here. So there is a support. There is some kind of support here at this 0.8822 level. So it might become a for example, like a head and shoulders, and it might goes upwards to the Kijun Sen. Could be. So to be safer, we better wait for the breakout at this level and look for the sell chance afterwards. Hello Christian, thank you for joining. Sorry, Christine, thank you for joining. Sorry. We either win or learn. Yeah, that's the best way to put it. We either win or learn. Yeah, after all, everything becomes learning if you wish to improve your trades in the long term. US Tech, I will do it tomorrow. Every Sundays I do the live streaming Forex, weekly Forex forecast, and also indexes and commodities. So please come back to tomorrow. The persons only search for the holy grail, the perfect strategy. That's false. Yep. So let me share two other words that I picked today that I think you should avoid using. So that will be, get so much money in so much time. Usually it's said that this is used in a way that they make money in a very short term, but they make a big money. So like sometimes I've seen these articles or websites or videos that says like I get like $1,000 in about like 10 minutes. And it depends on how many risk percent you take. And this is just a result, right? It's just a result, and it should be tested over time. So one time you get a chance to get $1,000 in about like 10 minutes or 15 minutes, 20 minutes maybe, and you might think that's a win. But more important thing is that whether you can keep reproducing, right? Keep doing the way you take trades this way, and whether you keep gaining some profits over time. And that's why I say the drawdowns are also important. I mean, drawdowns happen along the way. It should happen. And that's why I say how to manage the drawdown, how to manage the risk is more important than focusing on how much money you make in a short period of time. So in my profile page, I uploaded my trade history, balance graph until December 2020 last year. And if you see this graph like this, and you can see how many trades I took per monthly basis and my win rate and PF, you see drawdown, you can see it too, and R multiple, you can see it too. But I think this is the truth. I mean, the drawdowns do happen, so I win big because I take trades, I follow trends in higher time frames, but I get drawdowns also in lower time frames. But these drawdowns are based on the lower time frames, 5 or 15 minute chart, and that's why even if I have like 5 or 6 drawdowns, 5 or 6 losing trades, I'm still on the winning side, because when it comes to win, I win big based on the daily chart or the 4-hour chart. So the wins are actually covering the drawdowns, and the graph look like this bullish in a wave. So if you can download your own spreadsheet, I mean your own trade history journal, and you look at balance graph like this, you look at the graph and make sure the graph looks like the bullish in a wave. So I think that December 2020, this is not a good example, because I won big on the first trade. In the December 2nd, I got more than 100 pips, and that was a big win. But afterwards, it was flat ranging and a little drawdown like this way. And this is a graph that you don't want to draw. Of course, in this case, I was expecting another bounce like this way, because that's my strategy. But if you win big one time and get this big pips, big money, and other trades, if you consolidate, then I think that's not the way you should take trades. And especially if you find someone or some article, I don't want to say someone, if you see some article that only shows this part, or that only shows this part, I think that's not the truth. The drawdowns do happen, but it's about how to manage these drawdowns. And I hope that's something that I talk about in this YouTube. Yeah, once again, thank you for joining, everyone. Great to see you here. So let's see. Which one is the next comment here? I've been waiting to see Kei do a Bitcoin Ichimoku analysis for so long. Okay. Yeah. Let me do it sometime next week. Please remind Idmon next week to do the analysis on Bitcoin. Yeah, I think it's retracing backwards, I heard. Would you say that Ichimoku is one of the best indicator from other indicators because I use only Ichimoku, not even MA? Yeah. So Ichimoku is not the best, but I would say that it's one of the best. Yeah, I would say that. But actually that's once you master it. You don't need moving averages when using Ichimoku. I used to use moving average, but not so much anymore because I use Ichimoku heavily now. Is Ichimoku showing the good entry point? So not really the entry point for Ichimoku, in my opinion. I look at the chart in multiple time frames. Alright, glad to hear. Miki domo. Hello Maru-san, thank you for joining. Glad to be here on this unannounced live stream today. What was your biggest loss and how did you handle that situation? My biggest loss was the loss of account. I lost my account and I think that was the biggest loss. So yeah, that was painful. For the first 2 years was the painful years. I lost one account and I got 50% drawdown on the second account. So yeah, when I had these losses, I thought that I have no talent to take trades. I thought I have to do something else. But somehow I keep learning because I thought my knowledge was good enough, and I didn't have enough experience, and that's why I kept doing it. So yeah, the biggest loss I had was, I lost 10,000 account. Well, actually, on gold, if you're talking about one single trade, I lost $5,000 in gold. I think I used like a 200 leverage. Yeah, like a risk 20%, 30%, and I lost that much money. Yeah. I never knew how to put a stop loss then. So, yeah, next day, I woke up with $5,000 loss, and I was so depressed. Pound JPY forward chart, the buy momentum. For you, it's the best breakout or not? Yeah, I think we have to wait for the breakout on that pound JPY. Yeah, it's ascending P wave now. Alright, so yeah, the last word that I would like to introduce today is Forex is like ATM or cashier. I've seen these comments or these phrases somewhere, and I would never say these words either. I would never say that Forex is cashier or ATM. Yeah, because you lose money sometimes. So it's all about win or lose or break even. And it's not easy. It's not easy. The people want fast money. I think so. I think so. Yeah. Hold on. Let me pick up some comments because in about 10 minutes, I will switch it to the Ichimoku membership live. So until then, let me pick up some comments. But thank you for typing all these comments. I will look through after this live stream ends today, and I enjoy these comments. So yeah, actually I learn a lot too. I learn a lot by doing these live streams every day and videos every day. I learn so much. So this is actually give and take, right? I learn so much too, and that's a part of reasons why I do these live streams every day. So I think I said this one like last year, that is that if you want to improve your trades, then I encourage you to create the YouTube account, or you don't have to create the YouTube account, but you can record the video and speak about it, right? Talk about it. Talk about the market, right? So talk about pound USD. What do you think about it, right? Whether you think it's going up or down or range, you talk about it, you speak, and you record it. And I think that this is the best way to learn yourself, because you know the output is the best way to input yourself. And at some point you wanna listen back, and you can trace your own like a thinking patterns by yourself. I think it's kind of embarrassing at first. I was also impressed when I first saw my past videos and lives. I was impressed, but I think this is a way we can learn. I think this is the best way we can learn, so that you can really trace your own emotions, feels, and your thoughts, especially at the time of entry, at the time of exit. You can record these videos just for you, or you can share it with me, and yeah, I think that's very good to learn. It's like self-feedback. Alright, let's see. Let me pick up some comments for now. Yeah, it's a marathon, not the 100 meters run. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you have to keep doing this in the long term. And the strategies should be reproductive and yeah, it should be over time, not a long time. Yep. Alright, thank you for joining everyone. Great to see you. Thank you for loving Japanese and Japanese people. Thank you for the words. I appreciate. Oh, did I make mistake on CHFJPY Tokyo box? Oh, sorry about that yesterday. I will recheck. How many years do you need to learn from grandson of Ichimoku? You can just contact him and ask for help, probably. Okay, I like the words from Miyamoto Musashi. Oh, they can apply trading. If you wish to control others, you must first control yourself. Yeah, that's true. That's one of the swordmans in Japan. Yep. Controlling yourself is actually one of the most important things. Especially like when you argue with someone. I think the one who wins the argument is the one who controls himself. If you lose your emotion, if you lose yourself, then you cannot really decide things objectively. I think pips are not in money. Yeah, that's true too. So yeah, I guess I will be ending the live stream in about 1 minute. But it was a nice discussion, everyone. Thank you for joining and thank you for typing comments. I really enjoyed talk and discussion like this. So every Saturdays, I talk about this like mental mindset or money management strategies, because every Saturdays the market is closed anyways. So you can look back the videos on my money management or psychological management over here. If you come to my homepage and scroll down, and you can find these mental techniques and money management strategies videos here. But in your case, since your wallet is bigger than usual, trades in this way you can go as position trades based on higher time frames. It doesn't matter how much money you have, how big the account is, it doesn't matter, because you can compound the asset over time, and that's what I did. I started Forex trades, $10,000 account, and now I'm managing $180,000 account every month. Of course, I added along the way because I was a full-time worker, and also I sold my properties, and I actually increased my trade account. But other than that, you can compound without withdrawing it. With the same strategy, same risk management, you can do it. And it doesn't matter how big the account is. You can also draw this type of graph, and it doesn't matter how big the account is, and that's why I hide the account. Oh, I forgot hiding the number November 2020s, but yeah, all these other months I hide the deposit and profit and balance here, because this is not the topic I wanted to talk about. So anyways, thank you for joining, everyone. If you liked today's live stream, please press a good button as I keep on doing this. So for those who are new Ichimoku members, I will see you soon. The link is on the Discord, so I will see you on the Ichimoku membership live. And or I will see you tomorrow on Sunday for the weekly Forex forecast. And one last thing is that the GTS is filling soon. The next one is on April, May, June, and it's filling soon. There's only 2 seats available. So if you wish to join, please click in the below the description and contact me to put you on the members list. So I hope you have a great weekend and I will see you again. So please stay healthy and stay gold. Bye for now. またね. Thank you.